you want to know my opinion on what I think, just keep on watching. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, get Labour out. Get Labour out. It's time for Labour to get the fuck out. Okay, so there's a petition going around in the UK to do with Parliament. So shout out to all my UK viewers and subscribers, but this one is for us. Please, I've got the petition link in my description box. Please sign it if you haven't already. I'm trying to get Labour out. They're going to consider it, I think, when it gets to 1.5 million signatures. But overall, I feel like nothing's going to get done. I feel like Keir Starmer, he seems very stubborn. Because even with the farmers currently who are, protesting or, marching and stuff, he's just literally not even trying to level with them, just ignoring them. You know what I mean? It's just going to go away. He seems like the type that doesn't apologize when he's wrong. You know what I mean? He's been taking stuff away from the pensioners, to do with the heating and electricity. Complaints about that. He's cuts need to happen for this, I've got all the problems that he's been doing on my phone, but yeah, there's just a couple. So a couple off the top of my head. So obviously immigration, that's gone off the charts, and they've been moving them into really nice hotels. Recently they moved a load of them moved into Altrincham, which is just outside of Manchester. It's a really good area, and they've moved them there, and they didn't even notify the people that live in that community. Policing over the summer, there was the murders that happened in Southport, there was the riots that happened in Leeds, and then the situation that happened Manchester Airport. I think that was around August. The summer was crazy this year. Cutting the heating for the pensioners, housing, claiming that they're going to build all these houses. And then on top of that, now they're saying that you're not able to buy your house anymore, your council house. And then on top of that, they've cut the discount that they used to give you. I did a video on that. Please check it out. Inheritance tax. Currently, the farmers are protesting, things like that. Taxing the private schools as well, that's gone up. Cutting disability benefits for the people, it's people that are not physically disabled, from what I know. It's people that suffer from mental, depression, anxiety, which is wrong. I suffer for that, and it can get really bad at times. And if you are not able to work, you're literally not able to work. I'm currently on medication, so instead of just chopping people's benefits, they should look into it more. I'm currently on medication and I'm having therapy, so it's things like that they should look into. NHS is always a big problem. So it's they're taking inheritance tax to pay for the NHS, you know what I mean? So they're messing up one thing and still not fixing the other thing. Schooling, mainstream schools, specialist schools, literally the whole school system in the UK is a hot mess. Letting people out of prison. He says it's for petty crime, but still, listen, if you did the crime, I'm gonna need you to do the time. The timing over here in the UK is so bad, and the big one, of course, is inflation. So yeah, guys, let's get into these TikToks and what people think's going to happen.
So it now seems that no matter what hype that people had that there was a Labour government coming in, that whole hype is gone. There's now a petition calling for a general election. It's reached 1 million signatures in 24 hours. It seems like Keir Starmer has the people turning against him as he keeps breaking all the promises he made. And it just shows you, in 2024, politicians are washed. They are really detached from society. It doesn't really matter who you vote for. It's just a complete mess at this point. So at this point, when it comes to politics, all they do is try and win a popularity contest. They listen to the people that are outside. They listen to the voices. Then they try and speak to those people and try and tell them what they think that these people want to hear. As soon as they get into Downing Street, whoops, let's just rip that all up, backtrack, start doing something different. At this point, politics is a mess. I think the days where we saw assured leadership, those days are long gone. This is what we have moving forwards. The person that seems the most popular is going to be the person that's going to win. Tell me your thoughts. Follow for more.
Breaking news, something unbelievable is taking place in the United Kingdom. An official government petition calling for another general election has reached over 1 million signatures and is climbing by 100,000 per hour. As Prime Minister Keir Starmer from the Labour Party's approval rating collapses in real time because of failed promises, policy U-turns. Meanwhile, Nigel Farage from Reform is rising, as you can see above. But if a petition hits 10,000 signatures, the government must respond. If it hits 100,000, a parliament debate must take place. Ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting at 1.3 million. Join me on X for more updates.
Have you had enough of the lies? Have you had enough of the way that our pensioners are being treated? Have you had enough of the way the farmers are being treated? Have you had enough of all the false promises? Have you had enough of the fact we was told our electric bills will go down, but they've gone up? Inflation will come down, gone up. The economy will get better. G7 was one of the best economies before the election. It's now one of the worst. We're almost going into recession. This Labour government has been a complete and utter failure. It's been a disaster. Everything it's promised, it's not delivered. It's taxed us more and it's making our lives more miserable by the day. They've not even been in government more than 6 months and we've got another 4.5 years of it. But there is an option at the moment. There is the option to sign a petition to get another general election called and give everybody an opportunity to get Starmer, to get Rachel from Accounts, to get Claire Rayner out of government. They've got no business acumen. They're lawyers, they're lefties, they are useless. Do you agree with me? If you do, click on the little red cross, sign the petition. Let's try and do something. Let's try and get rid of this horrid Labour government.
Keir Starmer, it's looking so long for you, G. Can't even lie, man. It's looking peak. Like, the worst part is, this number keeps flying up by like 400 every 10 seconds. Look at it. This was like 10 minutes ago. It's probably already at 1.3 by now. It's probably going to hit 1.5 by the end of the day, like by midnight. At least. Imagine by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, yo. Keir Starmer, just walk away, man. At this point, you might as well cut. Big man thing. That's actually the best advice anyone can give you right now. If this petition hitting 2 mil, 2.5, 3 mil doesn't make you realise how much the British public fumbled in their decision to make you Prime Minister, and you look within yourself and say, you know what, I'm not cut out for this, and walk away, if that's not your thought process, my brother, you need to really reevaluate your life. Because if I have to do you like I done Boris, if you lot don't know, man made a song called Boris, sent for him, stream that. I'll make Keir Starmer. Don't play with me. My guy, cut now before the man them get active. Do you get it? It'll get long for you, bro. Let me stop though, let me not incite nothing. But I'm just telling you, Mr. Starmer, that the man them can go outside real quick. It can be chaotic. I'm just saying, man. Never came from me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just letting you know, Mr. Starmer. It can get really, really long for you.
Petition, shall we? Let's. So, first and foremost, there is only one of two things that happens when you sign a petition like this, right? And I mean like an actual legit petition from the government website, like you go to change.org, doesn't make a blind bit of fucking difference. But a petition from the actual government, right? So one of two things happens. The first one, if you get enough signatories, you will get a government response, which is more or less going to be, okay, we've heard you, you did your little signy thing. Well done you, pat on the head. Now fuck off. That's it. And that's with every single government, right? The second thing, if you get enough signatories, which this petition has, is that you'll have a debate in the House of Commons. Now, this is actually a really good thing. I'm going to get into that in a sec. A petition is never going to start a general election. There is only one person in this country who can call a general election, and that's the Prime Minister. That's Keir Starmer. You're effectively asking Keir Starmer to give up his job after 6 months because something else I'm going to get to. You've been told that him's the bad guy.
2 million people have nearly signed this, and I couldn't be prouder of the British people right now. Now, people might say to me, oh, nothing's going to happen, but it gives the government a clear signal at the same time that people are not happy. I've never seen one of these petitions get over like 200,000 votes. This is nearly 2 million. And if 2 million people are signing this and are saying to the government, we voted for you, we put your trust in you, and now you're going back on all your promises, which they have done, and they've done worse. They've been the worst government I think I've ever experienced in my entire lifetime by an absolute mile. I want everyone to sign this. I've signed it personally. I know it's a signed petition, but I wanted to get the screenshot. I've signed it. I want everyone else as much as possible to sign it. If you're not satisfied with this government, if you're not satisfied with Keir Starmer, sign this petition. Let's see where it goes. We may not get the result we want, but at least we're making our voices heard, and it puts Labour under a lot more pressure to actually think about what they're doing.
Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Like I said, for the petition, the link is in my description box. If you've not signed it already, please sign it because we need to get Labour out. And like some of those TikTokers said, like, nothing's probably going to get done, sadly, but it just goes to show, obviously, the amount of people that sign up, it shows how much we're not agreeing with their, like, policies and what they're trying to put in place. Like, we just don't want them running the UK because they're literally just running it into the ground. The closest we've got to this, because like that guy said in the TikTok, like he's never seen the UK, like Parliament. They've only been like running the country for 6 months, and it's like, this is really bad. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. And I'm in my 30s, and yeah, in my 30 years, like, I've never seen anything like this. Since COVID, that's when I really got into politics and, you know, what's going on, you know, with Boris and the parties and, you know, Partygate and all that stuff. But yeah, this is like, I think Boris, because he had to step down because of the whole madness with the parties and COVID and stuff. You know, it was one rule for us and one rule for them. So that's when Rishi Sunak stepped in. But no, we don't want no one stepping in. We don't want Angela, you know what I mean? We don't want Rachel, like, literally, we want Labour out. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Sign the petition, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.